Hey, it's Catherine at ResinObsession.com, and today I'm going to show you a trick I like to use when I'm demolding bangle bracelets. So if you've ever used any of the bangle bracelet molds for your resin, sometimes it can be a little frustrating getting them demolded. So I'm going to show you a little trick today that I like to use when I'm casting in the bangle bracelets. Now, just to give you some background information on what I've done, this is our bangle mold 415. And before pouring the resin, I prepped it with a light mist of the Cast and Craft mold release. The resin I used in this mold is our ResinObsession Color Blast resin in the limited edition color Ruby, and it is fully cured. It's actually been about 5 days since I've poured this, okay? So let me zoom in a little and show you guys what we're working with. So you can see how the mold, you can see through the mold and you can see the resin right up next to the mold, okay? So get a mental picture of what we're looking at. So what you're gonna wanna do is slap the mold onto a very hard surface. I'm using just a plain old Formica countertop. Certainly you want to make sure it's a surface that if something happens, you accidentally break something or dent it or whatever, basically don't do it on your best countertops, okay? So what I'm going to do now is take this mold and I'm going to slap it as hard as I can onto this surface, okay? Put your earplugs in. Okay, so you can see here what we've done is we're actually breaking the mold away from the casting. So if you can see right there, see how we're starting to see an airline right in there, okay, right there. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep slapping this on the hard surface until I can see air all the way around the top and on the inside of the molds, okay? So if you've been slapping on the mold for a while and you can see that you're making progress, but maybe not as quickly as what you would like, at this point what I like to do is use my heat gun to lightly go around the surface of the mold. You just want it to kind of soften up a little bit. If you're not careful, you will melt your mold though. So go over it lightly, then slap it a couple more times, and then use the heat gun in other increments if necessary. So once you've hit it enough that it's coming out of your mold pretty well, now you can just use your hands and go around and pull it out of your mold. There we go. So you're still going to have to finish up your rough edges and all that, but hopefully that will make it a little easier for you to demold your bangle bracelet. So if you have any questions, leave them in the box below. If you get a minute, stop by the ResinObsession.com blog and jewelry making forum. We're happy to help you with your resin casting questions. Happy casting!